472 Adams, going to be code 9 behind the 472 suspect. We're going to be at the Guile Hill parking lot.
It all started as a normal day in the county jail, just another inmate transfer, but this inmate, he was different. He was one of the jail informants going to tell the sheriff exactly what was going on in the jails because, after all, a safe jail for everybody means a safe jail for the guards and a safe jail for the inmates. So as you can see here, he is walking up the stairs here. Okay, well, there's the first inmate or the first guard in front, and then he has a guard behind. Just to make sure, in case he tries to run or do anything, he can't really go anywhere. He's being escorted the whole way there. They have to get buzzed through these doors, and here they go. Bring them on into the interrogation room. They already got a deputy outside just waiting for him. And basically what he's going to be doing is just telling the sheriff or the sergeant right there of one of the jails what's going on. About halfway into the info giving session, the inmate says he doesn't feel so well, and then he passes out and then has a seizure in the chair. The sergeant runs out to go get the jail nurse, and one of the other deputies go inside to monitor the inmate at least until the jail nurse can arrive. As you can see, the jail nurse is running up the stairs, hoping to get there in time because, of course, an unconscious inmate is not a good inmate. So here he goes, he arrives on scene, and now he's basically going to be asking, the main questions. What happened? How is this guy collapsed on the floor? Basically, and he's still seizing up on the floor, so he's going to start doing his medical procedures. And as you can see, foam started coming from his mouth. Now it's up to that jail nurse to basically keep this guy stabilized until the LA County Fire Department can arrive on scene and transport him to the hospital. Speaking of LA County Fire, here's the fire department right now. They got the call of the inmate collapse at the jail, and now they're going to get their gear and head straight on out over to that jail. They're getting all their stuff, putting on their gloves. Well, that's more driving gloves, but you get the point. And now they're heading on in. Bada bing, bada boom, about to open up the door. The bay is open, and out they go, responding over there. Code 3. Oh, you love to see it. There they go, all the way down the street. Going code 3, lights and sirens. All right, keep it going, man. Keep up that pace. Going underneath the freeway and out of sight on their way to the jail. No need to fear, Mr. Inmate. The LA County Fire Department is near. But at the same time that this is happening, they're also dispatching out the ambulance, which has to go from a little bit further away. But here they go, making the bend, making the final turn. Well, actually, no, there's one more turn. Making the final big turn, but now they got the final right turn before they end up at the jail. And here they are at the front of the jail. You already know all the looky-loo inmates that have a window. Actually, I don't think there is any window cells to the front. If there was some window cell to the front, I tell you right now, every single inmate would have their face plastered to there. Because let me just think about it. You're stuck inside a building 24 hours a day, just looking and seeing anything new. You're going to be like, wow, what is that? And of course, as the LA County Fire Department enter the jail, they have all their monitoring equipment. But just look at that, walking on straight on through. Here they go through the front desk, going on back around. They're getting buzzed in by that guard over there. They think it's over to the right or to the left because that's where the general population is, but it's actually up to the right. So a lot more rare there. Anytime there's like a major fight or something like that, usually they're going through there, they're going through the front office, and then they make their way around to the general population area. But this place is new. This place is up the stairs. So you already know they're going to be having a little bit of issues when it comes to the stretcher and these stairs. And just as I was saying earlier, at the same time that the LA County Fire Department is getting dispatched, they were also dispatching a care ambulance. But there goes the driver right there going around. All right, here he goes, leaving the back of the hospital because he was basically just dropping off a patient before. It was basically just cleaning up the bed. So he got back-to-back calls. Man, oh man, you already know this guy is busy. But he's going down there, going through the stop sign. All right, going over there. Right by the police station. Look at this guy. Oh my, look at that cinematic shot of that ambulance. All right, continuing over there, making that right on turn there. And then he's going to make that good old-fashioned left. And then he's actually going to be at the jail pretty soon. All right, and he's about to go there. He's turning in. And I think by the time he's about here, the LA County Fire Department just got there. I don't know if we're going to see them exiting. No, okay. They're already inside. All right, here we go. Left turn there. And he is here. But look at that. Just within a matter of seconds, after like 20-ish seconds after they get there and are inside, he's here, right here. All right, he's grabbing out his stretcher and he is about to go inside of that jail. All right, there he goes, going along the path. It's a good thing these things have wheels on them. Otherwise, he's going to have to carry the guy the whole way down. Look at that. Look at the nice ingenuity, the nice new engineering that they have on these stretchers to have wheels on them. All right, he's bringing it on inside. And here he goes past here. You already know the drill. He gets to get buzzed in. He's going to ask the guard where it is. Same thing. They all think it's over to the left because that's where they have to go. Every single time they get called out, it's always go in and make a left, go to general population. But this time it's different. This time it's stairs. And you already know stretchers and stairs, those two go at odds. But this guy, he's a pro paramedic or a pro medic because he's able to get the thing up these stairs. It is pretty heavy. So luckily, I think he's going to have a fire department man or a firefighter come help him out when he's bringing him back down the stairs, because you can already see how much he was struggling just going up the stairs. Going back down with a patient inside that you don't want to fall out, that, my man, is going to take some absolute skill. But there he goes. He's placing his medical bag on top of the stretcher, and now he's going to go inside and help out the LA County Fire Department with stabilizing and treating this patient who's still seizing on the ground. The firefighter makes room for the medic. He puts down his medic bag and then starts to begin the procedures. He checks his pulse. There's a low pulse, making sure to monitor. He's checking his breathing and his airways. He supports his head from hitting the floor as well. Of course, it's not blocked and he's not breathing because of the foam in his mouth. So he turns him on his side, pats his back to release the blockage from the throat. And let's see if he's successful. The foam is coming out, but he's still not breathing. And he's seeing if the blockage is now removed. And I believe that the foam is now removed. Nice job, Jay. Nice job. Now down to the hospital. The firefighters and Jay all work together to get the inmate onto the backboard. They try to roll him on over and slide the backboard underneath the inmate. And then they are good to go to get him onto the stretcher. But there they go, putting him from the backboard now onto the stretcher. So he's basically out of that room because that room was too small for the stretcher to fit. And now it's time for the real contest. The real skill check. Can this guy do the stairs? But yes, he can. Do you want to know why? Because he has the LA County Fire Department to help him out with putting the stretcher down these stairs. And there they go, pushing the stairs together, and bada bing, bada boom. He has conquered the stairs easy breezy. Nobody fell off the stretcher. No stretcher fell down the stairs and crushed Jay. And they're all good to go. But now they're entering back through the front again. Of course, they're getting buzzed out the whole way there. Getting buzzed out by that security guard. By the jail staffer. Don't call them security guards now. All right, but here he goes out there, going out the front door, which he doesn't have to get buzzed out at this time for good luck. All right, and then he's good to go. He's going to put the inmate on into the back of the ambulance right there. There he goes. He's lining it up, getting some of the equipment ready to go. Of course, you got to ride with him. So the fire department man says ride in there. So one of them will be riding in there so that they can be in the back, keeping them stable and so on and so forth. While the other one drives the truck. But there he goes. In goes the sheriff. And then here comes the other fire department man. He's making room for him. And also the sheriff is also riding in there so that the same thing can happen. He can monitor and check on that guy. One of them is monitoring and checking him for his health. The other one is monitoring, checking him so he doesn't start beating up the medics or so on and so forth in the back of the ambulance. Because you'd be surprised. Why do you think that's policy now? There's a reason. Because that means that somebody actually did beat up the medics, beat up the fire department on their way to the hospital. So now the sheriff needs to ride in the back for all transfers over to any hospital. Anywhere where they're not in jail, they have to have a sheriff riding with them. There they go, though. And of course, he has his sheriff's sergeant right behind him because, after all, this is a prisoner-involved incident. Someone got injured, so the sergeant's also going to supervise at the hospital there. And then, of course, he's going to switch out for a field deputy or a jail deputy or whoever is going to be on bed watch for however long that inmate's going to be in there. But for the initial report, the sergeant is en route code 3. Just look at that Tahoe just cutting through the air. My goodness. As they go code 3 down the street. But there they go. The hospital is really right there, so it's not like it's a very far drive away anyways. But here they go. They're about to arrive on scene. They're going through the back. I think, yeah, they're definitely going through the back. They don't want to arrive through the front with a big old convoy escalade of a sheriff car and all this stuff. So they're going around back to drop him off at the emergency department. And then he should be good to go, making that final major turn here onto the smaller street. And then it's on to medical way, and then basically they have him in the hospital. Here we go, one more street, and boom, there you go. Medical way, you see it right there. And there goes his final stretch until they arrive at the hospital here. Bada bing, bada boom, look at that. All right, they're here, and now they're just gonna unload him and take him straight on in. The sheriff is gonna go park his car over there because he might be here for a while he has to write his incident report. And then there goes the sheriff from inside there. See, look, this guy got a whole entourage. See, you don't need to be a celebrity to have an entourage and security. Just be a prisoner, and you'll have a whole bunch of people surrounding you. Look at that. Got the 2 doctors ready to go, the 2 emergency room doctors. And now he's basically telling him which bed to go to. He's going to the right over here. All right, take him on over, Jay. Take him on over. All right, and there he goes. He's about to get put into the bed right there. And they're transferring it over. Yep, he says here. All right. Got his chart. Well, gonna get his chart. Gonna get all his diagnostic information right there. They transfer it over. Meanwhile, the other LA County Fire Department men are gonna be basically just giving them his whole medical history, his whole medical everything to the other nurses and doctors so that they basically know who this guy is, what they need to do. And of course, he's still an inmate. You know, just because you're out of jail doesn't mean you're not an inmate anymore. So he gets cuffed to the bed. And then, of course, the jail sergeant is gonna be doing their bed watch at the same time. But there you have it, guys. The sick inmate is now cared for at the hospital.